So they were right to deploy. One of the worst players in the league by far, Divinity Jacks. But we're here to have a good time, aren't we, gentlemen? Drinking a piece of nicotine. That's right, Team Deathmatch. Got him here live. Oh yeah, there's multiple enemies. Always just like we deploy enemies. Enemy tank down. About one time, man, banging down Divinity Jets comes to your live, Soda Studios. Battlefield 6, if you watch the stream, you freaking fuck with that like button like you like something. One up tops. Switching ammo. Big for enemy tank. You got enemy tank all over me. It's Charlie around me. See enemy tank. It's right in here, baby. He thinks it's the best place in the leagues. It's right there. Come see you in live, Divinity Jacks. Off the respawn. Oh shit.
Contact! Enemy in... Contact!
Yami, Mitt Romney. Y'all know how I feel about Mitt Romney. It's a tank over there. Got a hit mark on the shit talker. Who's already nice? You're fire. Got a long shot on nice. Divinity Jacks taking out Yellow Knight here. I can smell the enemies hanging around me.
Our troops are overpowering the enemy.
Yeah, we're definitely overpowering the enemy here. Searching for enemy tank. Trying to keep my eyes peeled like an onion here. Got enemy tank in the a-hole. I'll stop at nothing. Oh, yeah, motherfucker. You got me nice. Let's see. Hit the dirt, baby. Got you that 10-4. Coming through your life. So the best players in the leagues. Gotta shoot right here, right here. Gotcha, baby. That's a good kill here. Divinity Jacks. Spectacular. Watching that right flanker. Look for a right flank on him. Looks like they're pushing enemy lines. She's right here. I can smell his pissoir. There's a pissoir right there. Come on, D. Got him, boy. Got him. Nice. Beautiful. Right here by Divinity Giants. Watch this enemy tank right there. Oh, look. There's more enemy pissoir. More pissoir down. Oh, shit. I'm getting taken out by enemy tank. Tough to be evading. Oh, look at enemy tank right here. Ooh! Ooh, headshot on Killer Dead here from Divinity Giants. Duval Doobie comes to you straight out of Duval County. Oh, shit, they're shooting at me. Let me get out of here. Streets is hard. It's a trap assault here. Go this way? Go this way. Long way. We need to rush death. Okay, Divinity Giants come to you live. See enemy tank. It's right here. Right there's that enemy pissoir. I smell the pissoir. You got me over here somewhere. Watch him getting out here. It's a hot spot. I can smell the pissoir. I just can't see it. Turtle, no problem, Turtle. We're gonna avenge that there. I can smell the pissoir. I just can't see it. Once I see it, I'll fuck it. Ooh, you bloody freak. I'm gonna get it here. He's over there in the back there somewhere. Can't give you the exact coordinates. I'm new to this, but I shall. Rain. Oh shit, he's on me! Get out of here, it's a hot spot here, Divinity. Get out of me, man. Get your exhaust system, Lord Cheesy. Shit wasn't easy, believe me. Alright, 7-6, alright, D. Not doing bad for the first person. Never played this game before. We're doing it live here. Victory is ours. GG's. Hit the R3 on that like there. This place it leaks. That's the best place in the world is come to your life from Raw Deal. Cairo Bazaar. If you go shopping in the summer. Take the kids down the car road. And do a little customization. Why not? So what are you doing? It's greasy. Lights off. Just a little grip and precision here. I lose control of my weapon. I'm trying to lose control of my weapon here. What the hell? Give me some hair gel. Camos. Come see you live.
Control Bravo.
Sit there, we got Bravo Jack's nice.
Bravo is under control.
It's one underneath you, Blue. I'm able to got him. I got him. He's down. Enemy tank down. We keep pushing it. Divinity Jets coming to see you live. Stone Studios.
Has been secured.
Duval Doobie. I'm coming to see you live from Battlefield 6. Never played the game. We're trying to get our skills up here. I spot enemy tank. I'm able to spot the tank. Damn. Almost out. Good call, dude. Keep going here. I'm going to be pushing with my team here. Got some of the best players in the world with me. Shit. Oh. Oh, shit. Got him. Nice. Beautiful play there by Divinity Jacks. Obviously, come see you live. One of the best players in the leagues. So I think he sees enemy saying, but he's not sure if that was saying. I'm like, oh, you got nice, Divinity Jacks. One of the best players in the leagues by far.
We have secured Bravo.
Yeah, he's throwing the fucking sticks here. Something good behind these sticks.
We hold all objectives.
Loving it here live. People here at the channel going crazy. Got the friends at home just blowing up the comment section below.
Right, we have secured objective Alpha.
Oh shit, got enemy saying all over me.
The enemy has captured Bravo. Be advised, the enemy has secured objective Alpha.
You know I can smell him. You want to catch enemy tank right there.
Objective Alpha is under
Pushing more to alpha controls here. Alpha objectives. Into the streets here. Check out these buildings. Enemy tank.
Alpha has been captured by
Yo.
hostiles.
Hold up. What up, man? What's good? It's alright. He said I'm healing alright. So, You
Okay.
know, yeah.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
so he's like your regular doctor for
no.
that,
Yeah,
after
yeah,
full stop. No.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
He says healing all right, so I have to see him in a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
But nothing on the neurologist yet.
Nope. Nope.
All right.
Yeah. So what's up, man? You getting ready
Is
for
it,
work?
is it still just as bad?
I don't have pain, but I can't. I have no power in the arm still. So
Okay.
you
But the
know.
pain is gone. All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's a bit of advancement, but still
Yeah.
pain, pain in the ass when you can't work out, right?
Yeah. That's the problem. That's the
Yeah.
problem. That I can't work out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd be all right. You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so what up, man?
Yeah. Like now, just hope there's a permanent damage like to the nerve because
I'm hoping, man.
I mean,
That'll
yeah,
suck.
yeah.
You know.
Just yeah, I know how big part of working out is in your life, so
Yeah.
I wish for you, brother.
Yeah. I just played this game, this new game that uh my boy Ryan had bought me a couple weeks ago. We was talking on the phone and shit, and he bought me this Battlefield 6 because he plays this. He switched from Call of Duty to this. So he wanted me to play this game, so I was playing it now, and I was just kicking ass. I was like, whoa. I was like, I'm kicking ass, bro. I'm like, for someone who never played the game, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm kicking ass. I'm killing motherfuckers. I'm like, oh, yeah, I could play this. I'm like, I could do this one. Huh?
Get my thermos and shit.
Yeah, so I'm like, man, I think I'll fuck with this game for a while. Try to
All
get
right.
better at this game, yeah, because it's something different. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
kind of the same thing because it's shooting, but that's what I like. I like them games like that, but it's different. You know, it's more. This one's more.
Yeah.
This one's different because you can blow up buildings and fly shit, and you know, so like you can't hide in a building and stay there because I can blow up the building. You know what I
Okay.
mean? You know, you stay in a building, they can blow up the building, you and the building.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then the building's gone. You know what I mean? So when you come back to life, the
Right.
building's not there no more. You know what I mean? Because it got blown up.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that so it has a lot more things in it. You know, a lot more. It's the movement is more realistic because in Call of Duty you could do crazy jumps and shit. You know, like you run up high and jump and do crazy shit you can't do in real life. In this game, you can't do that. You know what I mean?
You can't, or
Yeah, you can't.
in that game.
In this game, you
You
can't.
can't.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's
All right. All right.
realistic.
All right.
It's supposed to be
Cool.
more realistic. You know what I mean?
Cool. Cool.
But it's good. It's good. It's called Battlefield 6. It's like the competition to Call
Yep.
of Duty.
Yep. Yeah.
Battlefield.
Of course, I
Yeah, 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 yeah.
heard that one.
This one's Battlefield 6. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
Yeah.
That's all right. See how it has all the shit. There's different.
Yeah.
Then you come down.
Yeah.
There's different modes. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
there's
Yep.
a lot.
Nice.
This is a battle royale, so it's like 100 people in it. You know, and you gotta
Yeah.
fight till the circle gets small, and it's only like so it's just 2 people left, and you're fighting for it. You know, and that's the same thing
Okay.
too. You know, and then they have
Okay.
this is
Nice
another
graphics
mode,
also, huh?
huh?
Nice
Yeah,
graphics.
yeah, yeah. Let's see. Let's
Yeah.
see the guns.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Damn. Nice to have one of those in real life, huh?
Yeah, look at that one. That's the
Yeah.
one you want to have. Something like that, some sniper shit.
Mhm. Mhm.
You know what I
Mhm.
mean? That shit,
Mhm.
shit crazy, right?
No, bro. You
That's
talk about
nuts.
crazy, and I read this article in the newspaper this morning. I always look through it, on
Hmm.
my breakfast.
Yeah.
And there's a U.S. Carrier, you know, uh, the ship that's been to sea for more than 9 months now,
And they'll know when they're
and
coming back.
they don't know when they're coming back. And people are starting going, fucking. There's reports of a couple that are trying to
Jumping
jump.
overboard.
One actually managed to jump overboard. Yeah,
Yup. Yeah, man.
and that and I'm thinking, I'm thinking to myself, well, what about these people that are in training for terraforming Mars. How the fuck? How's that going to affect their psyche if they ever get to go out there? They're going on a one-way ticket. Okay, fine. They're in training for that shit now. And as far as I understood from the news article, that carrier was redirected when the war with Iran broke out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's been gone for so long. That it was supposed to, gone to port,
Mm-hmm.
a while back. But
Yeah.
due to the war in Iran, it was sent over there.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, don't they train people for that shit? I suppose they do.
No, yeah, they do. But the thing is that the carriers are only gone for 3 to 4 months and they come back.
Normally.
Yeah, that's why it's not that long. 9 months is like, that's crazy.
Yeah, and of course it was unexpected because it was like re-diverted over. It was diverted over there when the war broke out. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But I just my thoughts just immediately went to. But hang on, what about that Mars project? How's that gonna work out for them?
Yo, and who's ever fucking training for that shit, I don't, that's just crazy.
There's a Norwegian woman amongst them.
It's crazy. Why would you want to do that? Because it's like,
Bro, there are people who have. I mean, I think I'd do it. If I never applied, yeah, I'm not that interested. But there.
It's-
Imagine just Earth. All the explorers that
mhm.
have come through history, going around discovering Earth.
Here's the thing too, though. This is what I think of. If something happens to Earth, the Earth is hit and impacted, what people fail to realize it's going to impact the solar system.
Yeah.
It's because you know me, I fully believe in other beings, and for what everything that is coming out is that them beings only start popping up really after the drop of the atomic bomb in Hiroshima. That's when they start popping up because they start to notice that now the scale of violence on this planet is getting to a point where it's going to impact the planet in terms of impact the rest of the solar system, and
Right.
so and yo, man, it's like my thing is worry about the planet and with all the technology we have, and we already know we could deflect asteroids and shit like that, enhance, and not even that. I wouldn't even go that because now I hate to say it, may God forgive me, but they basically have God in their hands, right, with quantum computing. So you could develop the technology necessary to prevent certain things, right? And and who really needs Elon Musk with quantum computing? You can figure out how to do it all with the quantum computing, and you don't even need the guy.
No, I completely agree.
You know what I mean?
I think, of course, exploring space is just should be part of human nature. This, exploring, wanting to see, wanting to know, um, and figuring out. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Of course, we should. First of all, because what also comes to mind is Agent Smith. Agent Smith's comment in humans are like parasites wherever you go, right? So, that's I think the Mars program is based on it's the wrong reasons, you know, because
Yeah,
it's still gonna be a race for more riches, more control, dominance, you know.
because at the end of the day, too, right? If the conditions on the planet never change, then no matter what, it's always going to be extremely difficult.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If the conditions on the planet never change, no matter how much you try to terraform it. You know what I mean? You know, and if things are the way they seem they are, right? And the solar system is because of the sun, right? Which is the main star of our solar system, right? Then whatever happens to the sun is gonna what regardless, no matter what happens to the planets, no matter what planet you go to, something bad's gonna happen, right? Because once the sun goes, everything goes, right? So I say to myself, you know, I can understand, but you know, you know, it's because of the things I believe. But I just think if they was to fucking work with whatever's contacted us and really change the system on the planet, you know what I mean? You know, and that's the thing is like, what is this? And I see it just from family and going down. But what's this need to control people? You know, because you know family members and people that are controlling. It's like, what's this human thing to want to control other humans? Because you know, because if they change the system, then you wouldn't, you know, without wanting to control everybody, then you more than likely are gonna find an a, an enormous amount of very intelligent people that could very well impact civilization in a very good way. You know, but a lot of that is being suppressed because of the way the system is. You know, minds that could develop and become people that make human existence different. You know, just because this need to control people, you know, that comes with greed and anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
we already know from Tesla, and we already know from other people that have lived and have done things that look at the guy who fucking was it Olive Garden he went to, or where was it that he went to? The guy who made the water cars. He made the cars running off of water, and this is like in 2000 something they killed him. I forgot what year, and he went. I think it was like to Olive Garden or something. They poisoned his food and killed him, and he said it
Yeah.
right when he was dying. That was his last words. They poisoned me because you know. So that was just a person that came out with the idea of making cars run on water.
Yeah.
Imagine.
You know, there are numerous examples of people uh, that come up with, you know,
Imagine
good
that.
ideas.
Imagine if
And
cars ran off of water, John, and there was no more need. Imagine if cars ran off of water, and that part of the resource of petroleum, right? Of petrol, we don't need no more. Like we don't use it for that part for automobiles, you know, because they have all different grades, right, of the gas, right? So what about if that part we don't use no more for anything? Because if we run cars off of water, we could run planes off of water, right? Run everything off of water. So what about if we did that? That's a resource we're not sucking out of the earth as much, right?
but yeah, but the other side of the coin is, of course, look at Norway with its fucking, you know, 2,000 billion or two, yeah, whatever, 2,000 billion kroner fucking funds, oil. Well, now it's called the Pensioners Fund, um, the foreign pensioner fund. Well, anyway, go on, something such. But you know, people call it just the oil funds.
Yeah,
We have jack shit.
yeah, yeah. No, I feel you. Like right now, that's but it's just amazing, right? Because I just can't get past that thought. It's that if you woke up, right, and you went to work, right, and you did your whole day work, and you go to the store, you need cigarettes, you're like, hey, let me get a pack of cigarettes. You get whatever you're gonna get, and they're like, okay, bye. You just mark it down for inventory, and you go. And another person goes to the supermarket, and they make a list for their family, and they just go to the supermarket, and they get what they need, right? And they go to the cashier, and the cashier just takes the inventory of it and says, okay, bye, right? And you go to the doctor, check it out, and you go to the doctor, right? And you go to the doctor, and he sees you, and he treats you, and does anything for you, and he tells you, bye, right? Okay. And everybody, when they go to the supermarket, when they go wherever, they go. The guy wakes up. Guy's a director. He writes like, I want to make a movie. He calls up this actor, that actor. They're like, okay, I'll do the role. I'll do the role. Person goes, records them, everything. Boom. Everybody done. Boom, boom. You go to the movies. Boom. You and your family. Boom. Go to the movies. Boom. You go to the stand. It's four of us. We like four popcorns, four sodas. Okay, boom. Okay, bye. You go in. You watch the movie. Right? You go drive your car. You go to the gas station. You put what you need in gas. Okay, bye. At no point do you exchange money. At no point money is exchanged anywhere. Nowhere. Nowhere.
No?
Everyone just doing what they're doing. Nobody taking, everybody thinking, well, I only need 5 pounds of beef this week for me and my family. So that's all I'm getting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everybody did that. And at no point no one exchanged money.
No.
Right? And they take count. Right?
Yeah.
It could be done.
Of course you could.
And it's just so wild, right? When it's just
Yeah.
that simple. It's just that
Yeah.
simple. You know what I'm saying?
But of course, humans and parts of human nature have fucked that up. You know, a long time ago with inventing, or if it's in our nature, that in the DNA of some that they have the need for the power, the money, and ruling over other people and shit. That's ancient. That's almost as long as human history.
That's why it interests me, right? Where does that come from?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
From hunter
DNA.
gatherers to this, where does that come from? Who imposed that?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, people come up with ideas, right? Out of the blue, out of nowhere. So somebody, you know, through the history of time, must have, the idea must have been born somewhere. Like let's take it all the way back to the hunter gatherers. They all worked for the good of the community, right? They were, but then somewhere along there, somebody realized that hang on, you know, if I don't bring this food back, or if I start, you know, using it for personal benefits, I don't know.
It's weird to me. Like, where did that come from? Because, like I say, like, how did everybody just be okay with, all right, yeah, you tell us what to do?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, the group couldn't be like, yo,
Yeah,
we'll
right.
just do it together, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, where did it get so bad? You know what I mean?
Well, I think where it went from bad to worse at least was industrial revolution. Well, yeah, that's when it went from bad to worse. It was bad before that, looking at the Caesars and the all the different around the world, you know, throughout history, of course. But I feel the we could have done without the industrial revolution. Look at what's going on. No, no, for instance, I was drinking yesterday, and it was this guy from the fire brigade. And he's like really high up, and he studies wildfires, right? And he was talking about there's a lot of wildfires ripping through Europe during summers, right? Right now
Mm-hmm.
it's Croatia. Earlier it was Spain and France. A lot in France, and and he was saying straight up, this isn't climate change that does this. It's the fact that so much of the like farmland has been industrialized. So the small farms where they used to work the farms, where they would be moist, they would be, they would have the vegetation that they would be growing, what they would be growing, it would be moist and lush and all that. Now all this has been industrialized, so the small farms are gone. So where before you would have a quilt of farmland, and then blah blah blah. Okay, the fire broke out in the in like the yeah the vegetation in the, like in the forest, whatever, it naturally could not move past a farm or a farm at least. A farmland could stop, help, slow it down, and then they would be able to put out before it become so huge. But now all these little farms, they're gone. So it's just, or they planted, down in France, they planted some sort of pine tree. They call it a beach pine, I think, beach pine tree. And that sucks out, it sucks out so much water from the ground, like the ground, so the level of groundwater also sinks. So that means that the topsoil is going to be drier, So this is why how wildfires then now, where before they would, have natural barriers, those natural barriers are gone, and they rage out of control like
Yeah, that's wild.
with yeah, right.
That's what they
And
do.
it's like, oh yeah,
Larry.
yeah, exactly. That's it. That's it. It has, because the climate change shit. The green change and all the climate change and all that shit. There's climate change, but that's the fucking universe taking care of that. That's been going on for millions of years.
The climate always changes. The climate always changes. It was only in the 1500s, I believe it was in the 1500s that they were making maps where Antarctica was like not ice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
That's deep. And it's interesting with that because there's like a hole. There's like a hole, like a big hole, like in the ice somewhere over there in Antarctica. And they tell you can't fly above it, you know?
yeah.
And I'm like, what's in that hole? What's in the hole? You know what I mean?
Not allowed to go there.
Yo, I don't know how real this was. Did I send it to you with the little drone?
No.
I don't know how real it was, but there was like this guy, he was giving like one of them TED Talks or whatever, like one of them conferences or whatever, and he was showing this drone, right? And he goes, this is how this works. It's like a little drone in his hand. He throws it in the air, right, to get it started or whatever, right? And it goes and starts flying in the air, and it's programmed to hit its target, and it has like some gunpowder or something in it, some shit, in it, and it lands. It goes in the air and flies and hits the doll right in the forehead, boom, and penetrates his forehead and it destroys everything inside.
Well, no, you haven't sent me that one.
It's like this
I
big,
remember that.
just in his hand, throw it. It's crazy, bro. And it's like facial recognition target.
Shit.
Man, imagine that, having a whole box of them things. That's crazy, man. And it's just, it's just weird, because it's like, I just saw it again, bro. I just saw some other dude. You see, like these podcasts I watch are all of like, I don't know if you've seen, if you see him, Diary of a CEO. Uh, then the other ones, I can't even tell you the names because it came off of, once you see one that's like that, they start putting others in the algorithm. But it's them podcasts where they interview like specialists and professors and experts and different shit, and there was another one with another guy who's one of them up in AI, and and uh and he's talking about this shit. And the more I'm hearing all these different dudes up there talking about it, that the unemployment that is coming, that is gonna, yeah, it's gonna go really like never seen before because of AI. They said it's gonna be never seen before. They said that 7% right now would be incredible, right? They said imagine when we're talking 99%. But they said at 7%, the economy is going to go crazy. They said, and that's nowhere near how bad it's going to get. And I see it, and I'm like, yo, we're millennials, and we see it, because, think back in the day. You had the photos, cameras, right? So you had photos, you had film companies, you had those had corporations, right?
Yeah.
Then every single thing I can't even begin to make a list of all the things that technology till now is taking out.
Yeah. It's a lot. Yeah.
It's a lot, right?
It's a lot. Yeah.
And it's like, hold on, and they say, and now with this shit, it's gonna get, and I'm like, damn, man, that's crazy, bro. It just is.
Yeah. It's gonna have to be. Uh, people are gonna have to revert to old style farming and shit like that. Become self sufficient because who wants to live under what's that social credit system? Yeah, if they want to, there's a lot of. I feel like most of the people in the cities, they're fucked no matter what. Because what are they going to do? Where are they going to go? Well, how are they going to become self sufficient? Um, whilst others, survivors and minimalists and farmers that aren't already, yeah, they'll be all right. Yeah, life is going to be more
I think
probably.
I think there's gonna be a lot more violence because I think the people from the cities that see that they're gonna want to, you know, be self-sufficient.
Yeah,
They're gonna branch
yeah,
out and want to take people's
yeah,
shit.
yeah. I agree with that. I agree with that.
You know what I mean? You know what? I
Yeah,
think countries like China, countries like China, those like that, they're gonna be perfectly okay because they're
yeah.
used to not having cash. They're used to already where the government. They live all right though. They
And you
live.
got a lot of people already living off the land. Of course, you have large ass cities over there, but they're already in compliance. They're already
Yeah.
they're yeah. Mm.
You know what I mean?
I got to hit the shit.
All right.
Yeah, I'll see. I need to because I can't find my tobacco pouches either, so I might just have
Oh,
little
oh,
earlier so I can have a cigarette.
no doubt.
Um,
I haven't had a cigarette
yeah,
in almost a month.
I know. Congratulations, man. Good work. Good work.
John's like, fuck you.
Uh, I didn't get a lot of. I didn't get a lot. I didn't get a big salary this month because last month was my holiday.
Yeah.
So during the conversation, I transferred $20. You should have it by Monday, I guess.
Oh, really? Wow. Thank you, bro. Totally. Thank you, man. You know what I was just thinking when you said that? I was like, before you said that, I was just thinking, that, man, it'd be cool if they at least let one send, like, at least the bags of loose tobacco, like rolling tobacco, because they sell fucking a whole big bag like this for $12, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make
Yeah.
fucking like 10 cartons of cigarettes out that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. I know the tobacco is also yeah. It's illegal to send through the mail
That's
as
so
well.
stupid.
Yeah.
It's so stupid, bro.
Well, I don't think it's illegal as long as you declare it and pay whatever taxes and whatnot on it.
Why don't you find out?
I could do
I
that.
could send you the names of the tobacco and everything, the bags that I'm talking about, and see how much it is,
Yeah.
and see if it'd be worth going that route, because they sell them here big bags, John. Like Melissa's
Yeah.
brother used to buy the big bag, and he have the machine, and he just sit there and make his
Yeah.
cigarettes with the filters, and
Yeah. I use rolling papers, Rizlas, and just roll up,
yeah,
no filter, nothing. In
yeah.
that case. So
All right,
I really need to get the shitter.
do it, do it, do it. All right,
Yeah, have a
I'll
good one
talk with
now.
you. I love you, bro. I'll talk with you in a bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Later. Bye.
Nigga says, what's this now? I'm in the I'm in the Battlefield Sixes with two crucifixes. I see some Jew, and there's some Jew them bitches. Now I'm running, stunning, say amazing. Bullets to come, I run from the occasion. Caucasian blazing, then I'm making things, and then we're talking what is Jamaicans. Jamaicans making man the war. It's nigga delight. Let's go to Chicago. I'm gonna go to Chicago. Definitely Jackie Cook.